Hey everybody, back with another review today. I'm going to take a quick look at Revoltech Series 3 Dante from Devil May Cry 3. I think we'll first off take a look at the box. I not only don't review packaging, but this is one that I happen to have on hand. Here we have non-scale action figure from Devil May Cry 3. We'll take note of this non-scale part when we take a look at the scale of the action figure. We have Revoltech, Dante, Series 3 Dante on the side. We have the unique articulation of Revoltech, and being a Japanese figure, we have lots and lots of Japanese writing on the back, which could be his bio, I don't know, or it could be safety, I don't know. Lots of nice poses that you can get the figure in with the Revoltech articulation. Really nice looking figure. And also this packaging is very collector friendly. You just have to cut the kind of seal and open and shut at will. And then inside you have a case like this. You can open it up and pop your figure back in. So very collector friendly. It's not like a lot of packages we get over here where you rip your card off and then there is no chance of you ever getting your figure back in the box, which I really like. But I thought we'd first off we will start off by looking at the scale of this action figure, because it is in its own scale. You can see here is the battle damaged Spider-Man that I reviewed a couple of weeks back if you're interested. But you can see this figure represents your kind of standard Marvel Legends DC Universe Classic 6-inch kind of figure, and here is obviously Dante. But I thought I would measure these figures on screen for you. So let's take a look here. Spider-Man stands at about 6.5 inches, whereas Dante stands at just above 5 inches. So this figure, well, the Revoltech figures are truly in a scale of their own. The Revoltech figures, as you can see by this little booklet, normally make Gundams and mechs. So Dante was a pretty strange figure for them to make, especially in a wave of Gundams and mechs. I know Revoltech recently made a Jason and an Alien figure, if you're interested. But they're really their only notable works, apart from mechs and Gundams, to my personal knowledge. But let's take a look at the figure. First off, let's first go through his accessories. He has kind of uninteresting base, but there is a peg hole in his back to get him in them dynamic poses. He has an alternate head with a kind of more yelling face expression, but to me, well, if you ask me, it just looks kind of goofy, and I always leave it off. He has his sawn-off shotgun, looking really nice. We have his sword, really nice, and his guitar. Now, one thing that really surprised me, because I wasn't expecting them to do it, was the fact that of course you can bend it out and it becomes, the more axe looking weapon for close range melee combat. Also, the sword and the guitar have a hole in on this side. You can see the peg on Dante's back. I think you can see where this is going. Pegs in, and here we have Dante wielding his sword. Other accessories are his 2 handguns. Looking really nice, great detail on them. Yeah, so detail on the figure is great. You can see the lighting isn't helping because it's a very bright day today. But I hope you can make out that there is a variation in paint on the ab muscles, and on the pecs, to kind of make his muscles look more defined, and it looks really nice. apart from a couple of blue highlights in the hair, amongst the white, that is really the only paint detail or variation. The rest of the colors are pretty flat but look great. You know, they've got the flat red, flat black for the trousers, and the boots are pretty nice because they kind of have that glossy black to separate them from that of the trousers. Now, this being a Revoltech figure, its articulation is kind of its selling point, but it's also pretty odd. So you can see the head goes all the way down, which is really, really nice if you want him in some diving positions. Goes up quite a bit. He has this really nice ab kind of ratchet. But the arms are a little bit strange. I thought they would have put them on ball joints, but as you can see here, there are two pieces. One rotates, and one, you know, the two kind of like cut joints, which is a little weird to say the least. I wish they'd just done ball joints. You can still get him in all these kind of nice poses with his arms out, but it just takes a little bit more work. He bends at one point in the elbow. He rotates 360 at the hand. Same idea with this arm. No waist point, but you could rotate the torso. His legs rotate as two pieces, as you can see here, and there goes one of his handguns. His legs have a great movement, kind of double jointed knee, and you can just see if I pull this off here, the kind of idea of the Revoltech articulation. He has no swivel at the boot, but he does have, you know, the leg. His leg moves up here, and he does have the ratchet kind of joint in the foot. So great articulation going on there. Also, his kind of back of his trench coat here at the back has a piece of articulation, but this is as far as it goes down, so it's always going to be in that kind of sculpted pose, kind of dynamic looking, kind of blowing in the wind. His handguns can be holstered in the back, and I just dropped one on the floor there, and it's out of reach, but you get the idea. So overall, this is a really nice figure. I'm trying and get him holding his sword here to end the review. And he dropped it again. This review is just not going my way. Must be the weather. So overall, I highly recommend this figure. If you can find him, you're probably going to have to get him on places like eBay now, because he's not in stores. Because I did pick this up about a year ago. But if you can find him and love the video games like I do, it is definitely worth going for. So I'll end the review at that, and I'll see you guys next time.